NLWN-TV now brings you the In the Dugout show. A look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, join us in the dugout.
Good evening and welcome to today's edition of In the Dugout. Rick Olson here in the NLWN-TV studios, and we're getting ready to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball as the Cavs attempt to clinch the CRBL North Championship as they take on the Whitehall Wolves from Carson Park. Now, coming up in this edition of In the Dugout, we'll take a look at today's matchup between the Cavs and the Wolves. Then we'll get Cavalier manager Ryan Page's perspective on today's games in the Ryan Page Show. Following that, we'll take a quick look around the Chippewa River Baseball League to get some perspective on how today's game fits in overall. Finally, we'll bring you all the play-by-play action of today's game from Carson Park. And we'll do just that coming up right after this brief timeout. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Welcome back to In the Dugout, where we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's game between the CRBL North leading Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Whitehall Wolves. The Cavaliers have an opportunity to clinch the top spot in the CRBL North with a victory tonight. Setting the stage for that opportunity in tonight's game was the Cavaliers' doubleheader sweep over the Tilden Tigers 10 days ago. In that sweep, the Cavs were able to defeat the Tigers 4-3 in Game 1 and 1-0 in Game 2. In Game 1, Cavalier starting pitcher Tanner Halverson picked up his third win of the season, going 5 innings and giving up only 1 hit while striking out 10, and keeping his ERA at 0.00. None of the 3 runs scored by the Tigers in the third inning were earned. Ethan Kjellberg came in to finish things off by picking up his 3rd save of the season. At the plate, the Cavaliers managed 9 hits, led by Gabe O'Brien, who went 3 for 4 and scoring twice. Halverson helped his own cause by going 2 for 4, including a triple and then scoring on a throwing error to third base.
And a fly ball out into right center field. Heading over there is Hanson, and it falls in between Hanson and Shuck. And Halverson's going to check in with a triple at third. The ball gets by the third baseman. Halverson coming toward the plate. The throw is high, and Halverson comes in to score.
In the second game, Cavalier starting pitcher Paul Petit turned in his usual outstanding performance by throwing a complete game 1-hit shutout. Mitch Voller led the 6-hit performance by the Cavs. He went 2 for 4 and scored in the game's winning run in the first inning. Now, we'll be right back after this timeout and take a look at tonight's game. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to In the Dugout. Now, taking a look at today's Chippewa River Baseball League action, the Cavaliers are currently sitting in first place in the CRBL North with a 15-1 record. The Wolves are currently in third place in the CRBL South with a 9-7 record. The Wolves are coming off a doubleheader split to the Eau Claire Rivermen last Sunday, dropping the first game 5-3, but coming back to capture the second 8-0. In that second game victory, the Wolves were led on the mound by the shutout pitching of Scott Hovell. Now, prior to that, the Wolves split a doubleheader with the Bloomer Woodticks back on June 27th. Coming into tonight's game, the Cavaliers are still being led at the plate by Zach Stang, who is hitting .440. Also hitting over .400 for the Cavaliers is Tanner Halverson, who is swinging for a .404 average. The Cavaliers also have another 6 players hitting well over .300. On the mound, the Cavaliers starting pitchers are led by Tanner Halverson with a 3-0 record and a 0.00 ERA. Carter Hesselman and Paul Petit are also contributing solid performances. Hesselman spouts a 3-0 record with a 2.25 ERA, while Petit has a 6-1 record with a 0.75 ERA. Chase Bradle, Tanner Halverson, Paul Petit, Kendra Ngulo, and Ethan Kjellberg are Cavalier pitchers who have picked up saves. Kjellberg leads the Cavs in saves with 3. Overall, the Cavalier pitching staff has an impressive combined ERA of 2.40, while holding opposing hitters to a 205 batting average. Now, coming up next, following this timeout, we'll get manager Ryan Page's perspective as we chat with him on The Ryan Page Show. You're tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Time now for the Ryan Page Show, where Cavalier manager Ryan Page gives us his perspective on today's Cavalier action. And now, the Ryan Page Show.
We're talking with Cavalier manager Ryan Page. And well, Ryan, the Cavaliers have clinched at least a tie for the CRBL North title. And the biggest step in getting to this point was the Cavalier doubleheader sweep over the second-place Tilden Tigers about 10 days ago. Your comments about the Cavalier performance in those games?
Pitching for us was outstanding. Paul came in and threw beautifully. Arthur was able to relieve Tanner when he got a little bit tired there to help out. Pitching, like I said, pitching was just outstanding. We made some mistakes on defense. Would have liked to see us hit the ball a little bit better. But, their pitchers threw well, too. They have Andy Davis there that threw a heck of a ball game that first game against us. And he's a good pitcher. He used to play for us back in the day. So I've kind of known Andy for a while now.
Now, today the Cavaliers take on the Whitehall Wolves, and both teams have playoff positioning on the line. So what can you tell us about the Wolves and the challenges that they present?
They're scrappy. They got some pitching, and they got some guys that can hit. So we're hoping that our pitching is going to be a little bit deeper than what theirs is, at least for tonight. But we're also going to be looking at trying to get some guys in here that haven't played a whole lot. So we're just going to see what happens, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully our pitching tonight's just better than theirs.
Now, a win tonight would mean that the Cavaliers would win the outright title for the CRBL North and give them the #1 seed in the North in the CRBL playoffs. Now, can you tell us or fill us in on how the playoffs are set up and how important that #1 seed is for the Cavaliers?
Well, obviously being the #1 seed, that's something that everybody wants to have because it gives you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But it's the top 4 teams that make it in the league, and then they get seeded from based on record, head-to-head after that. So, looking at the standings right now, looks like right now we would have the 1 seed. Osceola would have the 2 seed. So, we should be able to get a 1 or a 2 seed at this point. So, where at least we're going to have at least 1 home game.
Okay. Now, if that first round of the playoffs, and I realize we still got a bunch of regular season games to get through, 3 more after tonight, but let's just figure that the Cavaliers are in a good enough position now. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be playing on Wednesday the 4th. If it's a home game, there's a field conflict with the Express, to the best I understand. Is there a chance that could be an afternoon game, or maybe the site would be moved?
No, we would have to move the site.
Okay, so playing a 12:30 game, too many guys just simply wouldn't be able to be there.
Right, yeah, everybody's got to work. We're all adults. Well, most of us.
At least age-wise, we'll claim that.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of people tell me that I still need to grow up, but I've lived through that for a long time. But anyway, then the championship game would also present a bit of a scheduling conflict on the following Saturday, the 7th. But I'm assuming that one could be moved to 12:30 since it's on a Saturday.
Yeah, that one probably could be moved. That one could probably be worked out.
Okay. All right. So Cavaliers at Carson Park after the regular season is over is not, they're not done. We got some baseball left to do.
No, not at all. Yep, not at all. We did just pick up a game on August 10th against Marshfield. That's going to be at Carson, and that's going to be our fan appreciation night. So that's going to be free admission. So we're hoping to get a good crowd down for that one, and that'll be our last game before we head into the WBA playoffs.
Okay, and in those WBA regional playoffs, the Cavaliers are hosting that this year, right?
Yes, we are. Yep. We're very happy about that. Something that we've talked about doing for a lot of years, and with the Express schedule being the way it was this year, they didn't need the field for that weekend, so we were able to grab it, and it should be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of good baseball played at Carson Park that weekend.
Well, and the WBA, I'm sure, is kind of happy to be in one of the finer facilities in the state to host that regional tournament.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams will be excited to come down to Carson, and I think it's going to be a big draw for them to bring in their fans too.
Well, Ryan, good luck on tonight's game. Seems to me that it's time to bring home the title in the CRBL North.
All right, thanks. We're sure going to try.
You've been tuned to the Ryan Page Show with Cavalier manager Ryan Page's outlook on today's Cavalier action. Stay tuned. More in the dugout is coming right up.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hat person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to In the Dugout, as we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Whitehall Wolves. Now, taking a quick look around the Chippewa River Baseball League, some of the games with big playoff implications were played last Sunday. The Tilden Tigers and the Bloomer Woodticks split their doubleheader, with Bloomer winning the opener 6-4 and Tilden coming back in the nightcap 12-5. That leaves the Tigers with 5 losses and guarantees the Cavaliers at least a tie for the #1 seed in the CRBL North. Also, the Whitehall Wolves and the Eau Claire Rivermen split their doubleheader, which leaves the Wolves hanging on by their fingertips for a chance at the playoffs. That leaves the CRBL North looking like this. The Cavaliers are sitting on top, now 3 games ahead of the Tilden Tigers. The Chippewa Falls Lumberjacks remain in 3rd place, 4 games out. The Bloomer Woodticks follow at 8 games off the pace. Then come the Jim Falls Sturgeons at 12 games behind, and the Cadott Red Sox are 15 games out. In the CRBL South, the Osseo Merchants have clinched the #1 seed in the South and lead the Eau Claire Bears by 3.5 games. The Bears and the Whitehall Wolves are battling it out for the other playoff spot, with the Bears leading the third-place Wolves by only 1 game. The Eau Claire Rivermen are currently in 4th, 7.5 games out of 1st, and then come the Beef River Bullfrogs at 12 games off the pace. Today's game between the Cavaliers and the Wolves give the Cavaliers an opportunity to secure the top spot in the CRBL North. The Cavaliers got a little help from the Bloomer Woodticks when the Woodticks split last weekend's doubleheader with the Tilden Tigers, thus ensuring the Cavaliers have no worse than a tie for the CRBL North title. However, the Cavaliers would like to win that title outright and secure a better playoff spot. The Wolves, on the other hand, are still in the running for a playoff spot in the CRBL South. Now, to gain that spot, the Wolves basically need to win 3 of their final 4 games of the season, plus have the Cavaliers sweep the Eau Claire Bears next Sunday. So the stage is set for some exciting Cavalier baseball action, and we'll have all of it for you right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Now, in just a moment, I'll be joining my colleague Dan Petchow at Carson Park as we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's game between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Whitehall Wolves. You've been tuned to In the Dugout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
You've been watching the In the Dugout show with a look at today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a presentation of NLWN-TV. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Eau Claire Cavalier baseball.
Being prepared is a part of who you are. But it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749. Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball is on the air. NLWN-TV proudly presents today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. Help us celebrate 50 years of Cavalier baseball as they battle their way through the Chippewa River Baseball League. And now, out to the ballpark for coverage of today's game.
Good evening and welcome to Carson Park. Rick Olson here along with Cassie Nelson. We were supposed to have Dan Petchow here, but he had a family medical situation arrive, and so I hope everything's okay with Dan's family, but he's taking care of things that need to be taken care of, a lot more important than a baseball game. But we're here along with the Ospreys getting ready to watch some good Cavalier baseball as they're taking on the Whitehall Wolves in a game that's very important for the Cavaliers because a victory tonight would clinch an outright championship in the CRBL North. And the Cavaliers would sure like to do that, especially since it's Championship Wednesday. Follow up the Bucks' big championship last night with their own championship in the CRBL North. Tonight's game is being sponsored by Madison Street Auto Body, along with Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Taking a look at the starting lineups for today's game. For the Cavaliers out in the field, behind the plate is Cole Timon. At first base is Anthony Pogodzinski. We'll just call him Pogo from here on out. Second base, Chase Yeager. Third shortstop. My goodness, you'd think I'd never done this before. Shortstop, Jackson Vance. Third base, Cooper Kapanke. In left field, Xavier Bamninster. And in center field is Gabe O'Brien. And in right field is Zach Stang. On the mound for the Cavaliers tonight is Tanner Halverson. Halverson has a 3-0 record with a 0.00 ERA, 17 innings pitched. He's given up 11 hits, 9 bases on balls, 24 strikeouts, and he has a whip score of 1.18. For those of you not familiar with that, that's walks and hits per innings pitched. And you want to keep it down there. Well, you want to for sure below 2. 1.5 is pretty darn good, and anything below that is pretty outstanding, and that's where Tanner Halverson is. For the Whitehall Wolves, leading off and playing second base is Nate Pronczynski. Batting second, the catcher, Jordan Hauser. Batting third, the center fielder, Trent Vondrasek. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Scott Hovell. He's also the acting manager tonight. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jake Beadle. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Carson Peeler. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Isaac Marley. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Alex Madden. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Brett Lettner. On the mound is Blake Thiese, and we don't have any statistics or anything on the Wolves, so we'll just have to fill that in as we go. By the way, the Cavaliers are batting 10 today. The extra hitter today is Tyler Herman for the Cavaliers. And the significant thing about Tyler, it makes Cassie cringe every time he comes up to the plate, is the fact that he's been hit by the pitch more times than any other Cavalier player. He's got 9 hit by pitch. And the managers are meeting with the umpires down at home plate, and while they do that, we'll take a quick timeout. We have some opening game festivities coming up right after this timeout. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
And we're back here at Carson Park, getting ready for the Cavaliers and the Whitehall Wolves to start all the action of tonight's game. Today's game, as I had mentioned to you, is being sponsored by Madison Street Auto Body and Big Brothers and Big Sisters. We will have a speaker coming out from Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Wes Escondo is going to come out and talk to us. Then we have a first pitch that's going to be thrown out by, the only thing we have is the first name and actually the initials of AJ. He's going to be throwing it. Cavaliers are getting introduced now. Coming into this game, the Cavaliers are coming off a doubleheader sweep over the Tilden Tigers. And then they got a little bit of help. If you were watching in the dugout, you probably heard about this. But they got a little help from the Bloomer Woodticks.
last Sunday as the Woodticks split their doubleheader with the Tigers, and that set up a situation where the Cavaliers have clinched at least a tie for the title in the CRBL North. They'd like to win it outright. It would give them a better playoff spot, and that's what they're hoping to do tonight, take care of business and get that done.
Number 23, Chase Yeager. And the shortstop, number 5, Jackson Vance.
And we're going to get ready for our national anthem.
Ryan Page. The official for tonight's game on the bases, Mr. Kerry Nichols, and at home plate, Sir Richard Henson. Now, would you please rise, remove your hats, and honor America for the playing of our national anthem.
And the playing of our national anthem from Carson Park. And we're getting ready for Wes Escondo to come out onto the field for some opening comments.
For a few words. Take it away, Wes. Thank you, thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the Cavaliers. Thank you to Madison Street Auto Body for having Big Brothers, Big Sisters out, especially some of our matches that are joining us this evening. We are so excited to be part of the festivities tonight. Now, once again, my name is Wes. I have the honor of serving as the CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northwestern Wisconsin. And since 1972, we have had the distinct honor of serving thousands of children, thousands of families by partnering them in one-to-one youth mentoring relationships with positive adult role models, something that we are so immensely proud of that we can do day in and day out. Now, I would not be a good teammate at Big Brothers Big Sisters if I didn't let all of you know that we are still looking for some amazing big brothers and some great big sisters. So I encourage all of you to think about how you can play a role in the lives of youth, because our relationships are focused on a few things: building positive relationships, academic achievement, problem solving, confidence, all great things for young people coming up. And to have that positive adult role model is so critically important. So I ask you to think about how you can help impact the life of a child by visiting our website, bbbsnw.org, or come visit us at our downtown Eau Claire office. We'd love to see you. On behalf of Big Brothers Big Sisters, thank you, and go Cavaliers.
And that's Wes Escondo from Big Brothers and Big Sisters. And coming out to throw out the first pitch is AJ. AJ heading out to the mound. He gets the ball from Tanner Halverson. And AJ's going to stand right in front of the rubber. And that looked like a strike to me. AJ threw it right down the middle. And so Tanner Halverson is going to take his warm-up tosses right now. Again, around the infield for the Cavaliers, Kapanke at third, Vance at short, Yeager at second. Pogo's over at first.
Timon behind the plate, Halverson on the mound. Out in the outfield, we have Hemminster. In left and center is O'Brien, and the right fielder is Stang. Cavaliers come into today's game with an overall record of 21 wins and 1 loss, and they're 10-1 in the CRBL North. Or check that, 15-1 in the CRBL North. I thought that 10 sounded a little low. 15-1 in the CRBL North. That's a 10-1 record at home, 11-0 on the road. We are running a little short-handed today, so please bear with us. I have all the confidence in the world that Cassie's going to do a great job on the camera, and I'm going to do the best I can with doing the switching. And the throw goes down to second. We're getting ready to get things started. Leading off for the Whitehall Wolves is Nate Pronchinski, the second baseman.
Nate Pronchinski.
Halverson toes the rubber. He winds and delivers the first pitch. Swung on a miss for strike one. So we get started at 7:08. And the pitch is outside for a ball. The wind and the 1-1 pitch in the dirt outside. Temperature at the start of the game is 75 degrees. Wind is blowing across from right to left. Halverson in the wind and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded foul down the third baseline. Evens the count up at 2-2. Halverson into the wind, the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball out into right center field. That one's going to fall in the gap and go all the way out to the warning track and to the fence. Pronchinski round second. He trips over the bag and goes back to second. I think he had thoughts about going to third, but, well, I call it the turf monster, but there isn't any turf there. So Pronchinski leads off with a double to center field. He's going to bring up the catcher, Jordan Hauser. I went down to Whitehall on Sunday, swing and a miss for strike one, and watched the Wolves play the Eau Claire Rivermen. And the Wolves started off fast in that first game with 3 runs in the first inning, and then the Rivermen came back and beat them. Called strike over the inside corner. It's 0-2. Lots of people coming in with kids, big brothers, big sisters today. And I think there's a lot of big brothers bringing their little brothers. And a sinking line drive caught by O'Brien, throw over to second, and they've got him doubled off at second. O'Brien, or check that was Zach Stang, made the diving catch out there in right field. And Pronchinski took off from second thinking it was going to fall in. He was all the way around third, halfway to home, and they just lobbed it over to second and doubled him off. 2 outs for the Cavaliers. That brings up the center fielder, Trent Vondrasek. And the first pitch is a strike. Here's the wind and the pitch inside for a ball. Here's the wind and the fire. Caught that inside corner for strike 2. Here's the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Check swing. And they say, no, he didn't go. They appeal down to first. Timon thought he had swung. Kapanke thought he had swung. Halverson thought he had swung. Problem is, first base umpire Gary Nichols didn't. Here's a pop-up to the infield. Halverson drops back, gets called off by Kapanke, and makes the catch for the out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on, and we played a half inning. It's Whitehall, nothing. Cavs coming to bat. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you've been admiring the freshly groomed look of a baseball field, or the stunning appearance of a golf course, remember you too can have a lawn with the same beauty by simply calling Midwest Environmental Consultants. Their professional lawn care experts can bring your lawn to its full beauty and appearance. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your lawn the showplace of the neighborhood.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Want to remind you the next Cavalier game, the Cavs will be back in action on Sunday. That's this coming Sunday as they take on the Eau Claire Bears in a doubleheader right here at Carson Park. We're going to simulcast live coverage of those games on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and our YouTube channel, NLWN-TV. The In the Dugout show will get things started at 12:10. Cavs and the Eau Claire Bears. We do have some equestrian events coming up as well. NLWN-TV is going to bring you an NBHA Barrels and Poles event Monday night, August 2nd. And that's hosted by the Red Cedar Riders in Chautauqua. The event's going to be recorded on Sunday, August 1st, and our coverage on the 2nd will begin at 7 p.m. on NLWN-TV. Starting things off for the Cavaliers, stepping in is Zach Stang, the right fielder, made that fantastic catch and forced the double play. Stang's hitting .440, and the first pitch is outside. Blake Thiese on the mound. Thiese winds and fires and is fouled off on the left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the fire, it's high. Ball 2. And that foul ball, Cassie was kind of worried over here. There's a big party going on down in the parking lot. She thought that might be going down there to get him. And a called strike at the letters. Evens the count up at 2-2. Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Inside. Count goes full to Zach Stang. And ball 4 is called. Stang heads down to first. And that brings up Gabe O'Brien. O'Brien playing center field today with Halverson on the mound. O'Brien hitting .257. Here's the pitch. Line shot out into right field, falls in for a base hit. Stang chugs his way around, checks in at third. O'Brien with a single. Stang goes over to third. So with nobody out, we have 2 on and brings up Tyler Herman, the extra hitter for the Cavaliers. Well, I just discovered something about us being short-handed up here. It gives Cassie more room to dance, and she's taking advantage of it. Herman digs in. Easy checks the runners and the pitch. Called strike at the letters. Stang is over at third. O'Brien at first. The 0-1 pitch. Line shot into right field. It's going to score a run. Around second and heading to third is O'Brien. Stang comes in to score. And a base hit for Herman to right field. That's going to bring up Tanner Halverson. And the Cavaliers still have runners on the corner. Halverson leads the Cavs in home runs with 4. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Herman over at first. O'Brien at third. Easy at the stretch. Swing and a miss. And a quick throw down to third. And they call him safe. That was really close over at third. Brian getting a little talking to from Ryan Page. Easy checks the runners, and the pitch is low for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Halverson comes into today's game hitting .404. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Nobody out. 1 run in. Runners on the corners. Takes a look over at first. Checks over at third. The 3-1 pitch. Chopped ground ball, foul down the third baseline. Count goes full. Easy takes a look over at first. And the pitch. Pop up foul territory on the right field side. Out of play.
Whitehall Wolves brought to you by Madison Street Outliers. Located at 4030 East Madison Street, Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Count remains full. Easy at the belt. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Tanner Halverson goes down on strikes. Brings up Anthony Pogodzinski, or Pogo. Pogo hitting .368.
Back fifth for the Cavaliers, the first baseman.
He struck out 12 times, but he does have 21 hits and 14 RBI. Here's the pitch. It was high for a ball. O'Brien taking a lead at third. Herman at first. Fly ball out into right field. It's deep. It's back. It's gone. Over the fan deck out in right field. Pogo gets home run number 1 on the season for him. A 3-run blast for Anthony Pogodzinski. And I tell you, you just had this feeling that was going to happen before the season was over. He'd been hitting the ball hard, and he finally got a hold of it. And short porch or not in right field, that one was high enough, far enough, long enough that would have been out in any part of the ballpark. 1 out, and the Cavs now have 4 on the board. That brings up Cole Timon, who's hitting .258. Here's the pitch. Called strike over the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch is outside. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 2. Timon struck out 6 times, walked 4. Here's the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Inside, ball 2. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Out number 2. That'll bring up third baseman Cooper Kapanke. Kapanke hitting .361. He also has a home run on the season. 22 hits in 61 at-bats. Chopper foul down the third baseline. Kapanke struck out 13 times. Blake Thiese on the mound. He winds and fires. That's low for a ball. One ball, one strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Called strike over the inside corner. That one just caught that front corner of the plate. Here's the wind. Swung on a miss for strike 3. And that retires the Cavaliers, but not without some damage being done. Cavaliers pick up 4 runs on 3 hits, powered by that 3-run home run by Anthony Pogodzinski. And the Cavaliers, after 1 inning, have a 4-0 lead over the Whitehall Wolves. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right, as a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
4-7-5-1-1 court.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Rick Olson along with Cassie Nelson. We're kind of limping along the best we can, but the Cavaliers are helping us out with a 4-0 lead as we head into the second inning. Well, I'll tell you what, Cassie, I know you don't have a microphone with you, but that home run was a sight to behold. For those of you not familiar with it, out there in the fan deck, and Cassie's going to get a picture of it, you see that tent out there. That home run cleared that tent. So I don't care what part of the ballpark it's in, that home run was out of the ballpark. That was a beautiful shot by Pogo. All right, we're going to start the second inning with Scott Hovell, third baseman for the Whitehall Wolves. Halverson winds and fires. And a chopper down the third base line. It's foul. Bronczynski down there in the third base coach's box scooped it up nicely. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike two. Scott Hovell played third base in the first game last Sunday and then pitched the second game. Pitched a heck of a game. That one's in the dirt for a ball. That was an 8-0 shutout that the Whitehall Wolves had over the Eau Claire Rivermen. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fly ball out into right center field. Underneath it is Stang, and he makes the catch. For out number one. That brings Jack Beadle, first baseman. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside for a ball. Alverson winds and deals. Just a missed low. He missed it just a little bit below the knees because it cut the plate in half. Here's the wind and the fire. Outside ball three. 3-0 to Beadle. He'll probably be taking here. They need base runners. Here's the wind and the fire. And it's ball four. So Jack Beadle draws the walk. That's the first one given up by Halverson today. And brings up the designated hitter, Carson Peeler. There's the pitch. That's called strike right down the middle of the plate. Halverson takes a look at first and pitches it outside. Hammond had a thought about firing it down to first. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch inside, ball two. Halverson takes a look at first. And the pitch. High pop foul, back out of play. And that's off the roof of the grandstand. Cassie, get ready to duck. Halverson at the belt. And the pitch. That one's in the dirt for a ball. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. We're in the top of the second. Cavs on top, 4-0. Halverson's payoff pitch. Swung and a miss, strike 3. So with 2 down, that's going to bring up left fielder Isaac Marley. Marley pitched the first game down in Whitehall last Sunday. That pitch is called strike over the inside corner. Marley didn't like the call. But that's pretty consistent with what we've seen all year. There's the pitch. Missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Halverson at the belt. The 1-1 pitch. He just missed on that one outside. 2 balls and a strike. That's Rich Hansen behind the plate, calling balls and strikes. And we now have ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike, the 3-1 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 2. And I'm not sure, but I think Marley may have that time swung at ball 4, but it was pretty close. There's the pitch. Called, 3rd strike. And that's going to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. So we've got an inning and a half done, and it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
Back here at Carson Park. Heading into the bottom of the 2nd inning. Cavaliers on top, 4-0. Due up for the Cavs. Xavier Bannister, Chase Yeager, and Jalen Vance. Or that's Jackson Vance. I'll tell you what. I hate to criticize manager Ryan Page, but sometimes his handwriting is kind of hard to tell. Cavaliers are batting an extra hitter in this game, so they are batting 10. So, to start things off, Xavier Bannister hitting .267. He's only struck out 3 times. That first pitch is right down the plate. Called strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fly ball, pop foul down the right field line. Making the catch is first baseman Beadle for out number 1. That's going to bring up Chase Yeager. Yeager batting an even 100. He's 2 for 20. And the pitch is high and away for ball 1. Yeager playing second base. That pitch is over the inside corner. Cole Leckvin not here tonight. Well, if he is, at least he's not in the starting lineup. That pitch is low and away. Oh, he is listed as being here. They're just giving him the night off, getting some of these other guys in. They have to have a minimum number of appearances. That pitch is low. To be eligible for the WBA tournament series. So Ryan Page making sure he gets his players enough appearances. Here's the wind and the 3-1 pitch. Broken bat, pop up, and taken in by Beadle just behind first base, right on the edge of the grass. That's going to bring up Jackson Vance. Vance hitting .227. Vance at shortstop. Swing and a miss for strike one. Vance has a double and a triple, if I'm reading this correct. Yes, I am. And at the letters on the inside part of the plate, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled off on the right side. Count remains 0-2.
Auto body repair, mechanical service, unit body repair, insurance estimates, and car rental. Tell them the cat center.
Easy winds and fires inside. Almost got him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the throw down to first to complete the strikeout, and that retires the side. So, we've got 2 in the books. Cavaliers on top, 4-0. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Hey Raccoon, where you off to in such a hurry?
I'm getting out of here. I heard that the family who owns this place just hired Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control.
No. Not Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control. Why, the last place they were at, all the animals like us disappeared and were never heard from again.
Right. That's why I'm leaving.
Honey, gather the kids. We've got to go.
Got animal pests? Let Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control handle your problem. Call them at 715-832-1640. That's Western Wisconsin Animal Damage Control.
And we head to the top of the 3rd inning with the Cavaliers on top, 4-0. Halverson with his 3rd start. He'd like very much to keep his 0.00 ERA intact. Of course, I probably just jinxed that. Thank you, Cassie. She's knocking on wood. She didn't even use my head for the wood that time. It's awful considerate of you, Cassie. Thank you. Stepping up is Alex Madden for the Wolves. He's the right fielder. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fouled off to the right side. Madden's the number 8 hitter. So we have 8, 9, and 1 this half inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 2. That was almost a getting out of the way of the pitch reaction kind of swing, because that pitch was way inside, but he swung. Here's the pitch, fouled off the right side again. Count remains 0-2. Halverson winds and fires. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the 3rd straight strikeout for Tanner Halverson. That brings up Brett Lettner. He's the shortstop. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And the pitch is at the letter, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning. Here's the wind, and the 1-1 pitch is just low. Ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Right down Water Street with that one. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Just missed inside. That just missed that inside corner. Halverson winds. And the 3-2 pitch. Called third strike. Lettner thought that it was ball 4, but it wasn't. At least not according to Rich Hansen. He said, no, son, it's strike 3. And that's strikeout number 5 for Halverson. 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning. Chopper foul down the 3rd base line. Nate Pronchinski is up. He doubled his first time up to start the game off. Out to center field. Hit the warning track down around right under the scoreboard. Here's the wind and the fire. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. And Pronchinski got doubled off of second when Hauser hit that sinking liner to right. Oh, that pitch is just a hair low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That Stang made a spectacular catch on, and Pronchinski thought it was going to drop, and he was all the way around third. There was no way he was getting back to second. Pitch is outside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the count goes full. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch. And that was low for ball 4. So Pronchinski is on for the 2nd time today, this time via walk. And that brings up Jordan Hauser, who I'm sure feels like he was robbed his last time up. Halverson looks at first, and the first pitch is a called strike. That was at the letters. Halverson at the belt. And the pitch. Ground ball through the hole on the left side. He singles to left. Moves Pronchinski over to second. And that brings up Trent Vondrasek, who popped out to Kapanke, who came across and caught it right behind the pitcher's mound on his first time up. Waiting for Hauser to get, or we have a pinch runner in there for Hauser, a courtesy runner, Lance Lettner. Fly ball out into left field. Coming in to make the catch is Xavier Bamninster for the 3rd out of the inning. And that retires the Wolves with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 were left on base. We've played 2.5, and the Cavaliers have the lead 4-0. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Let NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. Our Our next game will be on July 25th when the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 12:10 p.m. That's live Cavalier baseball on Sunday, July 25th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
And we're back here at Carson Park, heading into the bottom half of the third inning. Cavaliers will start things off with the top of the order. And coming up is Zach Stang. Stang walked his first time up. He scored the Cavaliers' first run. In that 4-run first inning of the Cavaliers. Since then, Blake Thiesey has settled down a little bit. First pitch is fouled back into the screen. So no balls and one strike to Zach Stang. Here's the wind and the fire. That one was a little low. Evens the count up at 1-1. Whitehall Wolves trying to hang on to their hopes for a possible playoff spot in the CRBL South. Here's a chopper out to second. Scooped up by Pronczynski. Throw over to Beadle at first, and he's got the out. So 4-3 on the put out. And one down brings up Gabe O'Brien, who singled to right field his last time up. Here's the wind and the fire. Outside, ball one. Here's the pitch. Fouled off on the left side. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Makes the count 1-2 strikes to Gabe O'Brien. Here's the wind and the 1-2 pitch. That's low, ball 2. There's the pitch. Laced foul off the left side, out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. That's the 5th strikeout tonight for Thiesey. That brings up Tyler Herman. Herman's the extra hitter for the Cavaliers tonight. Here's the pitch. Called strike. That was a fastball over the inside corner. Easy wheels and deals. Fastball missed outside. Evens the count up at 1-1. Here's the wind and the fire. Called strike right down the middle of the plate. At the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the wind and the fire. Line shot out into right field. And Tyler Herman's on with a base hit. Herman's 2 for 2 today. Both have been singles to right field. That brings up Tanner Halverson. Halverson was a strikeout victim his first time up. Easy fires. Halverson swings and misses. Ball gets away from Hauser, but not enough that Herman could do anything about it. So no balls and 1 strike to Tanner Halverson. He could do a lot to help his own cause right here. Easy pitches. Called strike, just caught that outside corner. Easy at the belt. The 0-2 pitch swung on a miss, strike 3. And Halverson goes down swinging for the second time tonight. So for the Cavaliers, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 3, it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Slayton's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Slayton's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Slayton's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Slayton's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Slayton's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
538. And the last one we got here, last 3, 4-2-4. If you have them, come see us.
And we head to the top of the 4th inning with the Cavaliers on top, 4-0.
You also have a chance to win a prize when you purchase. Look inside the program for a smiley face on one of your lucky number pages. If you find a face on one of your ads, take your yearbook to the ticket booth to claim your prize. Lucky page sponsors for today are Elfina Family Restaurant.
And Halverson finishing up his warm-up tosses. Due up for the Whitehall Wolves is Scott Hovell, Jack Beadle, and Carson Paler. I think Paler is how they pronounced it. Sure wouldn't be the first time I got a name wrong, though. All right, stepping up to the plate for the Wolves is third baseman Scott Hovell. Hovell flew out to right his first time up. Halverson winds and fires, and it's fouled off on the right side. Out of play.
We ask you to turn that ball off to the Cavaliers senior stand where you receive a $1 token free produce to the senior stand.
Halverson winds, and the pitch inside. One ball and 1 strike. There's one that got the inside corner. So the count goes to 1-2. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And a called third strike. So Hovell goes down looking. It's going to bring up Jack Beadle. Beadle walked his first time up.
The first baseman, Jack Beadle.
And the first pitch is a called strike. That was strikeout number 5 for Halverson. Halverson kicks and fires. Check swing outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. Just outside, ball 2. Alverson's pitch. That's high for ball 3. There's the wind and the 3-1 pitch. That just missed a little bit low for ball 4. Beetle draws his second walk of the night. That's going to bring up Carson Paler. And Paler struck out his first time up. Runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. For strike 1. Nice crowd here for Big Brothers and Big Sisters Day. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Lots of bigs bringing their littles to the game. That's good to see. It's all brought to you by Madison Street Auto Body today. And the pitch is inside for a ball. There's a pitch. High fly ball out into left field. Underneath it is Bamninster. He makes the catch for the out. Boy, it's a good thing there isn't any rain in those clouds, because that one went high enough it could have brought some rain. So 2 down, and brings up Isaac Marley. He's the left fielder. Marley struck out looking his first time up. First pitch misses high and away. One ball, no strikes. And just outside. Two balls, no strikes. Alverson looks over at first. And he misses outside again, ball 3. Beetle on first, not taking a whole lot of lead. Alverson delivers. And a 4-pitch ball. Timon turns around and says, ball. Marley draws the walk. And that's going to bring up Alex Madden. Madden's the right fielder. He struck out his first time up. Swing and a miss. 2 out, 2 on. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fly ball out into right field. Going back is Stang, and he's got it for out number 3. So, for the Whitehall Wolves, they have no runs on no hits, no errors. 2 men were left on base. After 3.5, it's the Cavaliers 4 and the Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Tune into NLWN-TV on Monday, August 2nd as we bring you another exciting equestrian event. An NBHA local district show hosted by the Red Cedar Riders in Chautauqua, Wisconsin. This event will be recorded on August 1st. Our coverage on the 2nd begins at 7 p.m. NLWN-TV is your home for equestrian events in Wisconsin and Minnesota.
And we're back at Carson Park. I'm looking for something to put on this computer to move along, and
And Cassie's coming up with all kinds of ideas between blackberries and raspberries on the computer keyboard. I'm just not so sure that's going to work too well. So we head into the bottom half of the fourth inning. Due up for the Cavaliers, we have Pogo, then Cole Timon, and Cooper Kapanke.
Leading off bottom fourth for the Cavaliers, the first baseman, Anthony Pogozinski.
Pogo steps up, hit a homer over the right field fence, actually hit it out of the park on the right field side his first time up. 3-run shot. And here's the first pitch. That's high for a ball. After that first inning, Blake Thiese has done a real nice job of shutting down the Cavs. Swing and a miss for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, in the second and third innings, he's only faced 1 more than the minimum. Here's the wind and the fire. That's low for ball 2. He's gone back to just rearing back and throwing the fastball. Here's the wind and the fire, and that's a fastball line foul down the left side. Onto the netting on top of the batting cages. And the wind and the pitch. Foul ball down the right side. Two balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Pogozinski. Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. Check swing outside for a ball. Count goes full to Pogo. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch. Laced down the right field line for a base hit, and Pogo stops at first, and he has a 2-hit day. He's got a homer, and now he has a single. That brings up Cole Timon. Timon struck out his last time up.
The catcher, Cole Timon.
So, Pogo on first. Pogo takes a lead. Easy at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into left field. Underneath it is Marley makes the catch. Good solid contact, but it was right at Marley. For the first out of the inning, brings up Cooper Kapanke. And Kapanke struck out his last time up.
Third baseman, Cooper Kapanke.
Anthony Pogozinski on first. Here's the wind and the fire. Pogo goes, throw to second, and he's in. They missed the tag. Pogo got in behind it. And Lettner didn't like that call. I checked that. That wasn't Lettner. That was Pronchinski. Tried to put on the tag, and he didn't like the call too much, but Pogo was safe at second. The pitch was called a strike. Easy at the belt. Here's the pitch. Liner out into left center field. It falls in for a base hit. Pogo's held up at third. And Cooper Kapanke singles. So we now have runners at the corner with Xavier Bamninster. Now his last time up, he hit a pop foul on the right side that first baseman Beetle went over and caught. You got to admit, Cassie, I've learned to pronounce the guy's name finally. It took me 2/3 of the season, but I finally got it. Here's easy at the belt and the pitch. He gets away from Hauser, but not very far. Runners on the corners. Kapanke on first. Pogo's over on third. Easy at the belt. Pogo with a little action there. Pitches outside for a ball. 2 balls. No strikes. 1 out. Pogo takes his lead at third. He's taking enough that he's trying to draw a little attention. See that action he's doing there on third. And it's fouled away at the plate. Pogo with all that action at third, and Thiese being a right-handed pitcher is looking right at him. It's got to distract him some. Thiese checks over his shoulder at first, now looks, and the delivery is inside, and Hauser had an idea about firing it down to third. Pogo takes his lead. Here's the pitch. Called strike over the inside corner. Count goes full. Don't be surprised to see Kapanke take off on this pitch. Bemninster at the plate. Thiese delivers. Ground ball to third, and it gets through. Pogo comes in to score. Kapanke checks in at second. Bemninster at first. I think they'll probably award him a hit on that. Because I don't think they'd have been able to get him, even had Hovell made the play at third. And the pitch is outside. This is Chase Yeager. Yeager popped out to the first baseman his last time up. Cavs now up on top, 5-0. 2 runners on. Kapanke at second. Bemninster at first. And the pitch is a called strike over the outside edge. Thiese looks in, checks the runner at second. And the pitch. Fouled back into the screen. Kapanke with a lead at second. Here's Thiese's pitch. Throw it on to first, and oh, they almost got him because Bemninster was being kind of lackadaisical about getting back to the bag, and they almost threw him out at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Laced down the foul line, and it's just foul on the first base side.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers board of directors will be entering the stands within the same self-out roll tickets.
Tried to hit one of those seeing eye base hits. It was Chase Yeager. Cooper Kapanke takes a lead he backs up about halfway to the grass and then kind of works his way out. Now he steps up to the baseline. Here's the pitch. Fouled off on the right side. It's out of play.
Half the proceeds from this.
Count holds at 2-2.
To the fans of the winning tickets.
Here's the pitch. Foul back into the screen. And again, the count holds at 2-2 with 1 out. 2 runners on. Cavs on top, 5-0. Easy toes the rubber. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. To Chase Yeager. Easy at the belt. Takes a glance over at second. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's outside, ball 3. The count is now full. Jackson Vance on deck. Yeager steps in. And Thesey at the belt. Looks at second. Turns, fires. And it's low for ball 4. Chase Yeager draws the walk. And the bases are loaded. Jackson Vance. Steps up.
Make sure you take time to visit Eau Claire Cavaliers City Stand. Well, a better way to show your team support than by sporting the new Cat swag all around town and to all the games.
So Vance is at the plate. We have a little conference going on at the mound. That's Scott Hovell out there. He's the acting manager. Trying to decide how they want to defend this. They're moving the infield in. Infield playing in tight. They want to cut off the run at the plate. They have a force at the plate. Vance struck out his last time up. Here's the pitch. Called strike over the inside corner. Here's the wind and the fire. Pop up, foul down the first base line, just out of the reach of Beetle. No balls and 2 strikes. This is when back in the day we'd say this is the time you choke and poke. And that's exactly, he's actually choked up a little bit. You don't see that a lot anymore, but he has. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off down the right field line, and there's a herd of kids out there circling under it.
Auto body repair, mechanical service, new body repair, insurance assessments, and car rental.
Here's the wind and the fire. High and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. Cavs looking to bust it open. Easy at the belt. And the pitch. Swung on, foul tipped, and Hauser can't hang on. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Easy at the belt. Looks over at third. And the pitch. Ground ball fouled. Just missed being fair. Just missed third base.
2196 110th Street, Chippewa, Wisconsin.
That ball had thoughts of extra bases and lots of runs coming in. 1 ball and 2 strikes is where the count sits. 1 out. Base is still loaded. Infield playing in. They're on the edge of the infield grass. Here's the pitch. High, ball 2. Throw on to third. Kapanke gets back. Two balls, 2 strikes. Easy at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into short center field. Coming in hard is Vandrasic, and he can't get there. The ball falls in for a base hit. Into scores Kapanke. So Jackson Vance delivers with a base hit. And in to score is Cooper Kapanke. And that puts us back at the top of the order with Zach Stang. Stang walked and grounded to second. So as Stang steps in, the infield still playing in. Easy at the belt. Pitch is high and away. 6-0, Cavaliers on top. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Fly ball foul on the left side.
Ball done by Burger King of Eau Claire for locations Houston's Way, Gulf Road, North Carolina, Canada, and Highway 212.
Cavaliers would like to get a few more here and maybe put this into a 10-run rule game. So it's easy at the belt. And he delivers the pitch. Outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out. Here's a check swing strike called. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. Chopper foul behind the plate. I've been kind of keeping an eye on the Ospreys tonight, and their attention has been split. They've been watching the baseball game, but there's also a soccer game going on over on the football field, and so they've been watching that as well. Those Ospreys are quite the sports fans out there. Easy at the belt. Here's the pitch. Foul back toward the press box. That was just off to our left. Funny how when they get a little closer to us, it starts to look a lot bigger. Easy at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into left field. It's in foul territory. Just out of play. Marley gave it a chase. He just ran out of room. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 runs in for the Cavaliers, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So Zach Stang goes down swinging. 2 down, brings up Gabe O'Brien. O'Brien singled and then struck out. So we have Bamminster on third. And yeah, Yeager's out there at second. That's Yeager on second. Here's the pitch. Strike called over the inside corner. Yeah, Jackson Vance on first. The 1-1 pitch. Missed inside, ball 2. Infield has dropped back to normal depth with 2 outs. Here's the wind and the 2-1 pitch. Called strike over the inside corner. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 3 on, 2 in. There's the pitch. That one just missed low. The count is full. There's nowhere to put him. 2 outs. Runners will be off and running. Easy winds, the runners take off. Here's the pitch. Ground ball over to second. Scooped up by Prunchinsky. Throw over to first in time for the out. And that does it for the Cavaliers in the bottom half of the 4th inning. But they do pick up 2 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, and the bases were left loaded. So a new score after 4 innings is Cavaliers 4 and the Whitehall Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If your estate is not looking quite estate-like, let Midwest Environmental Consultants Landscape Design and Construction Team bring your estate up to snuff. Their professional experts can design and install retaining walls, brick patios, foundation planting beds, and so much more. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your estate the showplace of the neighborhood.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Rick Olson along with Cassie Nelson, and that's it tonight. It's us and the Ospreys watching this one. Well, there's a bunch of people down in the stands, but we're running a little short-handed tonight. I hope everything's going all right with Dan's family. And want to remind you that the next Cavalier game, well, they'll be back in action on Sunday the 25th. It's this coming Sunday as they take on the Eau Claire Bears in a doubleheader from Carson Park. And we're going to simulcast live coverage of those games on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on our YouTube channel, NLWN-TV. In the Dugout Show, we'll get things started at 12:10. That's on Sunday. Hopefully we'll have Dan back for that one. Leading off for the Whitehall Wolves in the top of the 4th inning, 5th inning, top of the 5th inning, is Brett Lettner, and the first pitch was a called strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just missed with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Two balls and a strike. There's the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. There's the wind. And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the second time Lettner struck out. Sixth strikeout for Tanner Halverson tonight. And stepping up to the plate at the top of the order, Nate Pronczynski. He doubled and walked, and now he just laced one right up the middle for a base hit. So Pronczynski is 2 for 2 tonight. That's going to bring up Jordan Hauser. Hauser is 1 for 2. One out. Here's the wind and the fire. It's a called strike over the outside corner. Hauser calls time. Make sure those shoelaces are tied. Runner at first. That's Nate Pronczynski. And the pitch is a ball. 1-1. Pronczynski takes his lead. Ground ball to short. Scooped there by Vance. Throw to second. Now the throw over to first is a little bit wide, so they don't get the double play, but they do get the lead runner. So Hauser grounds into a fielder's choice. Pronczynski's out at second. 2 outs. And Trent Vondrasek. Public address announcer calls him Vondrasek. As Cassie said earlier, it's tomato. Pitch is high for a ball. Actually, I suspect it probably matters to Trent. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. That one kind of corkscrewed him a little bit. Halverson at the belt. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Well, it's foul tip, but it still strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down. Halverson at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swung and a miss for strike 3. Vondrasek goes down on strikes. And for the Whitehall Wolves, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We've played 4.5. And it's the Cavaliers 6 and the Whitehall Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Pardon me, folks. Is that the Chattanooga Choo-Choo?
No, sir. But you can ride it this time.
That's right. This is the Chippewa Valley Railroad located in Carson Park. Hop on and take a ride through scenic Carson Park on Sundays from noon to 5, Memorial Day through Labor Day. Ride the Chippewa Valley Railroad. It's fun for the whole family.
And congratulations to Betsy Jeffrey on being a lucky winner of a pair of youth tickets on the Chippewa Valley Railroad. The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV has your tickets to ride as well. That's right. We're giving away to a lucky winner 2 youth tickets during each Cavalier game that we broadcast. Simply enter by emailing us at info@northernlightwebcasting.com. That's info@northernlightwebcasting.com, and you could be the lucky winner. The drawing will be on Friday, and the winner will be notified by return email. We head into the bottom of the 5th inning. Cavaliers ahead, 6-0. And due up for the Cavaliers are Herman, Halverson, and Pogozinski. And we have a new rump on the bump. And Hauser is now out pitching. Cassie, if you can catch the number of the catcher now. So Tyler Herman starts things off for the Cavaliers. Herman's 2 for 2. And the first pitch is inside. Ground ball out to second, scooped up by Pronchinski, throw over to first in time for the out. And behind the plate, yeah, I think you're right, Cassie. I think we're looking at Carson Peeler. It's behind the plate. He was the designated hitter. Halverson follows it back. And the next pitch is a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that pitch is inside. And the pitch is low. And the pitch is high. So, Halverson takes a free pass. That's going to bring up Pogo. Singled his last time up. He's also responsible for the home run in the first inning. And we have a courtesy runner coming in for Halverson. And that's Jalen Williams coming in for Halverson.
Anthony, don't call me Tony Pogozinski.
So Hauser pitches foul down the first base line. So Thiese gets credit for 4 innings pitched. And a called strike. He gave up 7 hits, 6 runs. All of them are earned. Swing and a miss. And Pogo goes down swinging. That's going to bring up Cole Timon. Timon struck out and flew out to left. Williams on first with the lead. And a called strike at the letters. Hauser at the belt. Here's the pitch, swung on a miss. Strike 2. Hauser takes a look over at first. Here's the pitch. High. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch is a little bit low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner on first. Cavs on top, 6-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. check swing. The ball gets away for ball 3. Taylor can't find it, and down to second goes Jalen Williams. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. They tagged Timon just in case that was a called strike that got by Peeler, but it wasn't. And Hauser steps off the mound. Now he's back on the rubber. He's at the belt. And the pitch. Called strike to Timon. Timon didn't like that one, and he goes down looking. So, in the 5th inning for the Cavaliers, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. So we've got 5 complete, and it's the Cavaliers 6 and the Whitehall Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Winner. Ticket ends in 5-5.
Rick Olson along with Cassie Nelson back here at Carson Park.
Second winning ticket ends in 5-1-0. 5-1-0. Number 3 ends in 4-3-1.
And we're getting ready to start the
4th and final winning ticket for the green tickets ends in
6th inning.
4-3-8. 4-3-8.
We head into the top of the 6th.
Okay, we are also doing potted gold, so get your yellow tickets out, orange, and then
So we're in the top of the 6th inning.
for $112.
Tanner Halverson back into the game after that courtesy runner, which really doesn't affect the re-entry rules. Generally, they have courtesy runners for pitchers and catchers. In leagues that allow courtesy runners. And the CRBL most certainly does. So, leading off, we have a pinch hitter. For Scott Hovell, it is Connor Jacobs. Hovell had, he flew out to right and went down looking his 2 times at bat. Jacobs swings and misses and goes down on strikes. That's 8 strikeouts. For Tanner Halverson. And a called strike over the inside corner. The hitter now is Jack Beadle, the first baseman. One ball and 1 strike, and here's the pitch. Called strike from the outside half of the plate. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Halverson wheels and deals, and it's fouled back. Count remains 1-2.
Here's the wind and the fire. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Halverson came back with a fastball and just blew it by him that time. That's going to bring up the now catcher, Carson Peeler.
The catcher, Carson Peeler.
Peeler struck out and flew out to left and swings and misses at the first offering. No balls and a strike. 2 down. We're in the top of the 6th. 9 innings for you tonight because it's just a single game. Pitch is inside for a ball. Here's the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Check swing, but he went. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off down the right side, and that was look out over there, folks. Person down there in that sweatshirt had to move a little bit to his left. He's lucky it didn't take a beat on those beers he's got there. That'd be a shame. Ground ball, fair ball. Throw over to first is not going to be anywhere near in time. That's going to be an infield hit for Carson Peeler. That's going to bring up Isaac Marley. No, it's not. We have a pinch hitter coming up, and that's Bill Breska. And the first pitch is a swing and a miss. Two down, a runner on first. Halverson at the belt. Here's the pitch. Ground ball out to third. Scoop by Kapanke. Throw over to first. And time for the put out. So Breska grounds out 5-3. And that's the end of the inning for the Whitehall Wolves. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And it's the Cavaliers 6 and the Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
And we're looking for the defensive changes. Okay, so now playing left field is Bill Breska, and playing right field is Connor Jacobs. See, Cassie, I knew bringing those binoculars would come in really handy. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and leading off for the Cavaliers is Cooper Kapanke. Singled his last time up, scored a run. He also struck out tonight, so he's 1 for 2.
Leading on the line is Cavaliers, the third baseman, Cooper Kapanke.
Here's the wind and the fire. Pop-up foul out of play. Jordan Hauser still on the mound. Here's the wind and the fire. This one's fouled off on the right side as well. This is Hauser's second inning of relief. There's the pitch in the dirt.
Fly ball, left center field, getting over there. Can't make the catches. Von Drasek rolls out to the wall. Let's see if they make that an error, because he actually got there. Oh, they're giving him a hit. So that's going to be a double for Cooper Kapanke. And bring up Xavier Bamninster. Bamninster singled his last time up. He's also popped out to the first baseman in foul territory. Here's the pitch. It's high. Kapanke on second. Takes his lead. And the pitch is called strike. They say it got the outside corner. Cassie's in disbelief. And Peeler goes out to have a little talk with Hauser. Hauser at the belt. Here's the pitch. Called strike over that outside corner again. One ball, two strikes to Bamninster. There's the pitch. Called him a strike on the inside corner this time. And Xavier Bamninster goes down looking. One out. I think if you were to ask Xavier Bamninster on all three of those strikes, he'd say none of them were strikes. But Rich Hansen said yes, they are. Pitch is high for a ball to Chase Yeager. Yeager popped out to first and walked. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Liner, soft liner out into left field for a base hit. Kapanke holds at third. And Yeager checks in at first. That's going to bring up Jackson Vance. Vance is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. It scored a run. He got an RBI on that. He singled to center. Cooper Kapanke over there at third. Yeager at first. Ground ball to short. Scooped there by Lettner. Throw to second. And they say he's safe at second. So, Vance grounds into a fielder's choice. But there was an error at second on the throw, and a run came in to score. Kapanke came in to score. Back to the top of the order for the Cavaliers, Zach Stang. Cavs now on top, 7-0. Hauser at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike one. For those of you keeping track, Zach Stang would actually represent the game-ending run if he were to clear the bases. Pitch is high. Ball 2. Hauser at the belt, looks over at second, and the pitch. High pop, foul out of play on the left side, off the bleachers. Makes that telltale metallic clank. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into right field. Jacobs back under it, makes a catch. And that's out number 2. So Stang is 0 for 3 tonight. Brings up Gabe O'Brien. O'Brien is 1 for 3 right now. He singled to right his first time up. Runner at second takes a good lead. Line shot out into left field for a base hit. They send the runner from third. Here comes the throw to the plate, and he's out at the plate. Chase Yeager is out at the plate. So, Gabe O'Brien gets credit for a single, and Yeager is out 7-2 on the putout. So for the Cavaliers, they get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. So we've completed 6 innings, and it's the Cavaliers 7 and the Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
I'm ready for them. Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
And one of the fans down in the stands just got a big hand because they were the pot of gold or the 50-50 winner for the Cavaliers, and went and turned around and donated the money right back to the Cavalier organization. And so the fans in the stands gave him a big hand for that one, and a well-deserved one at that. So we head to the 7th inning, top of the 7th. Due up is Alex Madden, Brett Lettner, and Nate Pronchinski for the Wolves. Madden steps in, he's 0 for 2, struck out and flew out to right. Halverson looks around, makes sure everybody's where they belong. And the pitch is called strike.
Now batting for the Wolves, third baseman Alex Madden.
Alex Madden at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Madden goes down on strikes. That's going to bring up Brett Lettner. He's 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts.
Brett Lettner.
And here's the wind and the pitch. He squares to bunt. Takes it for a ball. Cavaliers have a new third baseman out there. There's the pitch. It's high and away. And the pitch is outside. New third baseman for the Cavaliers is Austin Getch. In for Cooper Kapanke. And the pitch is low for ball 4. So Lettner draws a walk. And that brings up Nate Pronchinski. Top of the order for the Wolves. Halverson takes a look over at first. And the throw over to first.
Now playing shortstop for the Cavaliers, number 6.
And I think we might have a new shortstop out there for the Cavs as well.
Cole Leckman, and playing third base, number 14, Austin.
Cole Leckman at short. Replacing Jackson Vance. And he catches the ball, throws over to first to try to double him off. Can't quite do it. But it was a sinking liner out to Leckman. For out number 2, that's going to bring up Jordan Hauser, the pitcher.
Now batting for the Whitehall Wolves, the pitcher, Jordan Hauser.
And throw over to first. It was close, but they didn't get him. So, again, checking Cavaliers defensively. We have Getch at third. And Leckman at first. Throw over to first, and it goes out into right field. Pogo couldn't quite hang on, but by the same token, Lettner couldn't get up and take off for second. Stang backed up the play nicely. And the pitch is a ball. 2 balls, no strike. And it's a high pop up to right field. Stang is under it. Makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So, for the Wolves, no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base. And we head to the stretch. It's a 7th inning stretch time. The Cavaliers 7 and the Whitehall Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Tune into NLWN-TV on Monday, August 2nd as we bring you another exciting equestrian event. An NBHA local district show hosted by the Red Cedar Riders in Chautauqua, Wisconsin. This event will be recorded on August 1st. Our coverage on the 2nd begins at 7 p.m. NWLN-TV is your home for equestrian events in Wisconsin and Minnesota.
And we're back here at Carson Park. And it's Rick Olson here. Almost flying solo today. No color commentator. I've got Cassie on the camera. She's helping me with other information and spotting player substitutions and so on. We're kind of both multitasking tonight. We're kind of glad we can bring you this game, and it's so far we haven't had any major disasters. So we go to, yeah, she knocks on wood again, and again she does not use my head for the wood, so I have been called a wooden head before. Tyler Herman stepping in for the Cavs. Herman's 2 for 3. He singled twice to right field. Here's the pitch. A little bit low. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike. Cavs on top, 7-0. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Line shot out into left field. It's going to go out to the warning track. Herman rounds first, heads towards second, slides in safely. Tyler Herman with a leadoff double. That gives him a 3-for-4 night. And stepping up to the plate is Tanner Halverson. Halverson's 0-for-2 with a walk. And Herman tosses a little of his equipment off to the first base coach. And now Tyler Herman takes a lead. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fly ball. Foul. Halverson gave it a shot, but pulled it a little bit foul. No balls in the strike. Here's the pitch. That's high and inside. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. There's a fly ball to center field. Getting over under it is Van Drasek, and he makes the catch. Tagging and moving up to third base is Herman. So Halverson flies to center. 1 out. Brings up Anthony Pogodzinski. 2-for-3 for the night, including that 3-run homer in the first. They take a look over at second and appeal that maybe Herman had left early, but umpire says no, he didn't. Herman takes a lead at third, and the pitch. Called strike. Here's the pitch. Line shot into center field. Over the outstretched arms of Ponchinski. He's going to bring Herman in to score, and Pogo checks in at first. That's a 3-for-4 night for Pogo. And the new score is the Cavaliers 8 and the Wolves 0. That's going to bring up Cole Timon, who went down looking last time up and did not like the call. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Here's the pitch. It's inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Foul back just off to our right.
Make sure you get your Cavaliers souvenirs. Souvenirs can be closing at the end of this game.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Missing 2 regular members of our broadcast crew, and we're missing them both. There's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Hauser starting his third inning of the relief. He's given up a run in this inning. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into center field. Vondrasek makes the catch for out number 2. And Pogo retreats back to first base. That's going to bring up Austin Getch.
Third baseman, number 14, Austin Getch.
Getch does not have a batting average yet. He technically doesn't have an official time at bat. There's a pitch over the outside corner for strike 1. And the pitch fouled off. Hit the fist on the bat for a foul ball. 0-2 is the count. And the pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. So Austin Getch goes down swinging. And that'll retire the Cavaliers in the 7th inning, but they do pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 man left on base. We've got 7 in the books, and it's the Cavaliers 8 and the Whitehall Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Let NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. Our next game will be on July 25th when the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 12:10 p.m. That's live Cavalier baseball on Sunday, July 25th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Now on the mound for the Cavaliers, Ethan Kjellberg. Coming in to pitch the 8th and the 9th. Going to try to pick up his 4th save. So Halverson throws 7 innings. And he gives up 1, 2, 3. Whoops, that's the wrong team there. He gives up 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4 hits, no runs. So Kjellberg, kind of the save artist, although this is not a save situation for the Cavaliers.
8.
Leading off, Trent Vondrasek. He's the center fielder. Whoa, check that. We have a new player in there. Lance Lettner. This is Lance Lettner, which is not to be confused with Brett Lettner. Count is now 2 balls and a strike. And over the inside corner for strike 2. Ethan Kjellberg winds and fires, swing and a miss for strike 3.
Regular. Connor Jacobs.
Finishing up that line on Halverson, he had 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, no runs, struck out 10 and walked 4. Pretty good night of pitching for Tanner Halverson. Pitches inside for a ball. The batter is Connor Jacobs. Jacobs struck out his first time up when he came in last inning, or check that, 2 innings ago. Here's the wind and the fire. Called strike over the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We're in the top of the 8th. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one goes back to the backstop. No harm done on that one. Nobody on base. Just made the count go full. Kjellberg winds, and the payoff pitch. Ball 4. And Jacobs draws the walk. That's going to bring up Jack Beadle. Beadle's the first baseman. Here's the pitch. Called strike at the letters. No balls and a strike. And the pitch, it's a high pop follow out of play. Just off to our left.
That ball is out to right. Third team Eau Claire.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Stabbed by Pogo. Throw to second. In time, throw to first. And they didn't get him at first, but Beadle grounds into the fielder's choice. 3-6 on the fielder's choice, which got Jacobs out at second, so Beadle is at first. And it's going to bring up Carson Peeler. He's the catcher. He's 1 for 3. He had an infield hit his last time up. Over to third. Swing and a miss for strike 1. This time I'll knock on wood. This has been a pretty cleanly played game. Don't want to jinx it by saying that, but here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. There's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Stabbed, but can't do anything with it is Lekvin. He went a long ways to his right and dove for it, and by the time he got his glove on it. But what he did do is he kept Beadle from going over to third. If that ball gets out into left field, Beadle could have possibly attempted to get to third, and Lekvin kept that from happening. So that brings Bill Breska. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Called a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 down. Ethan Kjellberg on the mound. This is his first inning of relief. Here's the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Kjellberg at the letters. He pitches. It's high. 3 balls and 1 strike. There's the pitch. Ball 4. So with that walk to Breska, the bases are loaded with 2 out. Kelberg would like to hang on to the shutout here. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Alex Madden is the batter. He struck out twice and flew to right. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike over the outside corner, 0-2. Kelberg rearing back and just bringing the fastball now. Here's the pitch. Ground ball out to second. Played there over to first to Pogo in time for the out, and they get out of the inning 4-3. Yeager to Pogo on the putout, and no runs. On 1 hit, there were no errors, and the Wolves leave the bases loaded. So we head to the bottom of the 8th inning with the score, Cavaliers 8 and the Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Cassie's checking down by the dugout, and a number of players have gotten back into street clothes already out of their uniforms that have been pulled out of the game. Hey, I want to remind you that NLWN-TV is going to bring you an NBHA Barrels and Poles event on Monday, August 2nd, hosted by the Red Cedar Riders in Chetek. The event will be recorded on Sunday, August 1st, and our coverage on the 2nd is going to begin at 7 p.m. on NLWN-TV. Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning for the Cavaliers, Xavier Bemninster. And Xavier is 1 for 3 tonight. He singled, had a pop foul to first, and struck out looking. Bemninster steps in, and the first pitch. Called strike over the outside corner. Cassie shows her disdain of that call by going, goodness. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pop up. Down the first baseline, over to make the catch is Beetle. And I think he was probably in foul territory when he made the catch, but we'll just call it a pop out to the first baseman. Brings up Chase Yeager. Yeager is 1 for 2 tonight. He popped to the first baseman, singled out to left field, and they threw out a runner at the plate. I believe it was Kapanke they threw out at the plate. Oh no, check that. No, it was Yeager who got thrown out at the plate later on. I understand my turkey tracks here. And here's the pitch, is outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yes, he was thrown out at the plate when Gabe O'Brien singled to left. Here's the wind and the pitch. Check swing in the dirt. Ball 2. 8-0, Cavaliers on top. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cavaliers looking to clinch the CRBL North. And a chopper over to third, picked up by Hovell, or actually it's not him, but the throw over to first is in time. I believe that was Connor Jacobs over there. Nope. I am incorrect. It's Alex Madden he's moved over to third base. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's high for a ball. Cole Lekvin at the plate. It's his first time up tonight. He's replacing Jackson Vance out at shortstop. Vance had gone 1 for 3, single to center field. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Here's the pitch. It's high for ball 4. So Lekvin draws the walk. 2 outs, runner on first, and that brings up Zach Stang. Stang is 0 for 3, and the first pitch must have been low. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Chop foul down the first baseline. Actually almost hit the people in the Wolves dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stang grounded out, flew out to right, and struck out. He's also walked and scored. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out into left center field. That's going to find a gap. It's going to go all the way out to the fence. We have a runner coming around third to score. And into the plate to score is Cole Lekvin. And Stang checks in with a double at second base. And that brings up Gabe O'Brien. I'll check that. It's Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams is the guy that we say, if he hits the ball, it's going to be a double. If he hits the ball and does that today, fouled straight back out of play. That must have gone much higher than I thought it did because it came down on the screen. I thought it was over behind us. But if Williams hits a double now, it'll end the game. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Check swing outside. The winning run for the Cavaliers is now on third in the person of Zach Stang. 2 outs. Now a wild pitch will end the game. Here's the wind and the pitch. Fouled back into the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Winning run on third. Cavs ahead 9-0, bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball 3. Hauser looks in for the sign. He's at the belt. Stang takes the lead, and ball 4. Jalen Williams draws a walk. Cavs have runners on the corners. And it brings up Tyler Herman.
Tyler Herman.
Williams takes the lead. So does Stang. Pitch to Herman, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough to allow the run to score. Jalen Williams checks in at second. So Williams at second. Stang at third. Herman at the plate. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Tyler Herman is 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. He's scored a couple times. High fly ball. Getting under it is Van Dracek, and he makes the catch. So, for the Cavaliers, they pick up 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, and 2 were left on base. We've completed 8, and it's the Cavaliers 9 and the Wolves nothing. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
And we're back out here at Carson Park. Rick Olson along with Cassie Nelson. Yeah, and Cassie saying the mosquitoes are starting to bite a little bit now, and that can't happen because we can't have any fewer people and be able to pull off this broadcast. So no mosquito bites today. So we head to the 9th. We go to the top of the 9th inning, and leading off is Brett Lettner. Showed bunt, fouled it down the third base side. No balls in a strike. And the pitch is high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lettner trying to get on any way he can. Here's the pitch. Just missed high. 2 balls in the strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Brett Lettner. Kelberg fires, and he misses low. Ball 3. Lettner is 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. He also drew a walk. Here's the pitch. Called third strike right down the middle of Water Street that time. 1 down in the top of the 9th inning. Brings up the second baseman, Nate Pronchinski. Pronchinski is 2 for 3. Doubled, singled, lined out to short. He also drew a walk. First pitch was called ball. Kelberg's wind in the second pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2. That was a 58-foot fastball. Or a cricket pitch. Here's the pitch. That was high. 3-0 is the count. Now to Pronchinski. Here's the wind and the fire. Called strike over the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul right at the plate. And the count goes full. It was a hefty swing by Pronchinski, and he got a little razzing from his teammates. Here's the wind and the fire. And it's high, ball 4. Pronchinski on first. Brings up Jordan Hauser. The pitcher.
Jordan Hauser.
Hauser lined out to right. Singled. Grounded into a fielder's choice, and then flew out to right. Kjellberg in the stretch. There's a hard shot foul down the left field line. Kjellberg stretches and ground ball to short. Throw it to second for 1. Throw it to first. No, he doesn't. He doesn't throw it to first because I don't think he felt on balance enough. I think there might have been a chance for a play there, but Yeager decided he was a little off balance, and rather than throw it over to the fence, keep the runner at first. So, Hauser grounds into a fielder's choice. And Pronchinski was out at second. Up now is Trent Vondrasek. Nope. Take that back. Lance Lettner. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Ball 2. 2 outs. Cavs are 1 out away from clinching the CRBL North Championship. All by themselves. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Counts even at 2-2 with 2 down. 1 man on. That's Jordan Hauser over at first. Here's the 2-2 pitch, fouled back into the screen. Ethan Kjellberg trying to shut things down. He's at the belt. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and you can now crown the Eau Claire Cavaliers champions of the Chippewa River Baseball League Northern Division, as they have knocked off the Whitehall Wolves by a score of 9-0. Cavaliers get 9 runs on 15 hits. They committed no errors. The Wolves, no runs on 5 hits, no errors. Winning pitcher is Tanner Halverson. That'll move his record to 4-0 on the season. And Blake Thiese is credited with the loss. We'll be back with some talking baseball right after this timeout. You're tuned to Cavalier Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Let NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ball game. Our next game will be on July 25th when the Cavaliers take on the Eau Claire Bears in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 12:10 p.m. That's live Cavalier baseball on Sunday, July 25th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. You've been watching NLWN-TV's presentation of Eau Claire Cavalier baseball live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball, with a look back at today's game.
Hey!
Okay. If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749. Time now for Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, back out to the ballpark.
And we're back out here at Carson Park, and we'll get Ryan Page up here before too long. But the Cavaliers are the champions of the Chippewa River League Northern Division. They're all by themselves. Nobody can catch them. They've clinched it. And that's a big step. That's one of the goals that they had to start the season, and they've accomplished that goal. And now they've got 3 league games remaining during the regular season, and they'd like to pick up those and improve their position in the playoffs, possibly get the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. That would be awfully nice for the Cavs to be able to do that. So the Cavaliers pick up, as we said before, 9 runs, 15 hits. The bats kind of came alive tonight. They committed no errors. Clean fielding by the Cavaliers tonight. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Whitehall Wolves. And another outstanding pitching performance by the Cavalier pitchers. I'll tell you what, we're going to give Ryan Page a little bit of time to get up here, and we'll take this time out, and we'll be back with more Talkin' Baseball right after this.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
And we're back here at Carson Park, and joining me, well, as soon as we get the headphones figured out here, I'll get Ryan Page on board. And I guess, Ryan, first thing is, congratulations. You guys are the champions of the CRBL North.
Oh, yeah, it feels really good. This is one of the goals for the year, so it's good to finally hit that.
And so now you can focus on the Eau Claire Bears coming up with a doubleheader on Sunday. But let's talk for a second about this game. What I want to mention is the fielding. You guys were clean tonight.
Yeah, we were. Very clean game defensively. Tanner pitched a heck of a game. And Whitehall's not a bad team, so it was good to see him have that type of outing, especially after a week and a half off.
And it would just be a shame to not mention a particular play. It happened early, first inning. A sinking line drive to right field that Zach Stain comes in, dives for, catches. Their runner, Pronchinski, was on second, thought it was going to hit the ground. He's around third, halfway to home when Stain catches it. Stang just lobs it over to second for the double play.
Yeah, that was definitely a big momentum changer right away in the beginning of the game. Stang that's just a ball player move. You just don't give up on the play until it's done.
And he was solid out there. Your whole defense today was just really, really solid. A couple balls get by the catcher, that happens on occasion. But I mean, even when you brought in the other players later in the game, Cole Leckman made a heck of a stop out there at shortstop that kept the runner at second rather than allowing him to get over to third.
Yeah, we definitely got some guys in there today that haven't had a whole lot of playing time yet this year, so it was good to see them, and they had good bats, and a few of them got hits, so that was good to see.
And you're absolutely right about Tanner Halverson's his numbers: 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 10 strikeouts, 4 walks. That walk to strikeout ratio is just amazing, and he's still got a 0.00 ERA.
Yeah, like I said, Tanner's good. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to North Carolina, down to school down there to play next year. So I expect us to hear good things from him down there.
That would be absolutely outstanding. So we've got the Eau Claire Bears coming up for a doubleheader. We're going to have that one on Sunday. How does that affect the CRBL playoff situation? Because you guys are locked in now as the number 1 seed out of the North.
Yeah, out of the North. I don't know whether we're going to be a 1 or 2 seed. That's not decided yet. Osteo's only got 3 losses, so we still got to win a couple more yet to lock in that number 1 overall seed. But it's actually a big game. Whitehall and the Bears coming into today, we're tied for second in the South Division. So they're going to be coming at us with everything they have.
And as you said, it'd be really nice to lock in the number 1 overall seed in the CRBL, and you could come a long ways towards doing that if you manage to find a way to sweep that doubleheader.
Yeah, yep. Like I said, Sunday's going to be big for both teams.
Well, again, congratulations, champions of the CRBL North, Eau Claire Cavaliers, and we'll see you back here on Sunday.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll have more Talking Baseball right after this timeout on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
And we're back here at Carson Park. Rick Olson along with Cassie Nelson, and I want to give a big special shout out to Cassie. She pitched in multitask today. The two of us managed to pull this off. What is normally a 4-person job, we did it with just the 2 of us, and I hope that you folks enjoyed the game because we sure had a lot of fun bringing it to you, but we were busy up here. Holy cow. But it was worth it. We got to see the Cavaliers win the CRBL North Championship. Cavaliers, again, 9 runs, 15 hits, no errors. Whitehall Wolves, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. Winning pitcher Tanner Halverson. Ethan Kelberg came in to finish things off. He does not get a save. It wasn't a save situation. But Blake Thiese takes the loss. And so the Cavaliers now move to 16-1 in the CRBL and 22-1 overall. I want to remind you that we do have some more things coming up. Don't forget that we have tickets on the Chippewa Valley Railroad. I got too many Chippewa things going on here. We have tickets on the Chippewa Valley Railroad, youth tickets to give away. You can be just like Betsy Jeffrey. She was a lucky winner of a pair of youth tickets. And we have some to give away. In every Cavalier game that we broadcast, we'll give away a pair of youth tickets. And all you have to do to enter for that is send us an email at info@northernlightwebcasting.com. That's info@northernlightwebcasting.com. That's all one word. And the drawing is going to be held on Friday, and the winner will be notified by return email. Also, don't forget, the Cavaliers want to remind veterans of the United States military that they can get a lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games simply by coming to Carson Park with your veteran's identification. And the Cavaliers will be happy to issue you your lifetime pass. It's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service. NLWN-TV is going to bring you some NBHA barrels and poles, an event on Monday night, August 2nd. It's hosted by the Red Cedar Riders. That's in Chetek. The event will be recorded on Sunday, August 1st, and our coverage on August 2nd will begin at 7 p.m. on NLWN-TV. And the Cavaliers will be back in action, as we were just saying with Ryan Page, on Sunday, July 25th, as they take on the Eau Claire Bears in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Lots of playoff things could happen as a result of that. And we're going to simulcast live coverage of both games on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and our YouTube channel, NLWN-TV. The In the Dugout show will get things started at 12:10 p.m. That's going to wrap it up from Carson Park. Once again, the Cavaliers winners tonight by a score of 9-0 over the Whitehall Wolves. They are the champions of the CRBL North. Congratulations to the Cavs on that. It's been our honor to be able to bring that to you, and we've got more to go. So, you've been tuned to Talking Baseball on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You've been watching Talkin' Baseball, a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. This has been a production of NLWN-TV.